Hi everyone, I am here today with the Hubsan X4 Desire, the H502E. This looks like a really cool quadcopter. If any of you are familiar with the Hubsan, the first Hubsan, the Hubsan X4, was a very popular quadcopter. And so this one, and then they've come out with other quadcopters. I've had FPV before. I've owned a couple of them. I really like them. They fly really well. And this Hubsan X4 is, this right here is a little bit bigger than the original Hubsan, but looks really cool. I really like the look. It's got the camera in the front here. It's got a little covering there, a little plastic covering, but you know, it's got the camera in the front. It's got the, it looks like geared props. Yep, it's got geared props and geared motors, I guess. And it's got the little compartment here for the battery in the back. It's got the JST, uses JST plug. So that's right there, right out of the box. Let's see here. We got this thing. Okay, here's the remote, and it has this little caution thing there. It says GPS positioning works only when the GPS signal has no less than 6 satellites. So apparently this has GPS. So wow, that's pretty interesting. Comes with okay, so just a set of propellers here to you know, to put on, and then an extra set. So 2 sets of propellers. You know, not one extra set. It's got a screwdriver here, the charging cable. I like the remote. The remote feels pretty good. It has the like photo and video button there, and then this one, I'm guessing it's either like it looks like a landing button. It's got the on and off switch here in the center. It's got some trim buttons. The sticks are a little bit longer than normally on these type of controllers, so I kind of like that. It feels really good. It's got a little LCD screen right here, so that's pretty good. Here's the battery, and the battery is pretty thin. It's really thin. It's a 7.4 15C 610 milliamp hour battery. Even has the wattage on here, watt, I guess 4.5, but it's you know, 7.4 LiPo. It uses you know, like I said earlier, JST plug, and then it has a balance lead. Just quickly, if you have a this is a voltage tester, and if you have one of these, they're very useful, because once you charge the battery, you can tell how if it's fully charged, or even if you know, if you're running out of battery and you just want to make sure you have battery, you just basically take the balance lead and plug it into the first 3 prongs, and I don't know if you guys can see it there, but this one here is telling me it's got all the charges 8.33. The first cell has 4.19, and the second cell has 4.14. So that's pretty close to being fully charged. I mean, it really could be considered fully charged. So that's pretty good. So these little things come in really handy. If you don't have one, you should definitely get one. And then let's see what else. So it also got some instructions here. Hubsan X4 Desire. It's got a disclaimer warning. You know, let's look and see instructions here. Got some diagrams. I really like diagrams. I say it all the time, but I really do like the diagrams. I think they make things a lot easier for people that are, you know, starting out, trying to figure things out. Here it just goes over how to put in the propellers on the quadcopter, and it goes over way to disarm the motors, to arm the motors, disarm the motors. So that's good. It's right there. It seems pretty simple. It just kind of gives you some basic stuff. You know, don't fly near airplanes and things like that. Pretty common sense type of stuff. It's got more. Okay, photo, video. Okay, it tells you where to put SD card. And let me see, does SD card come in it? No, it doesn't have an SD card in it. Let's see, do I see an SD card anywhere? This one does not come with an SD card. Okay, so you have to supply your own SD card that will go in there, to go into that little slot right there, to save your videos and stuff. So yep, Let me see here. Okay, so I mean, it just kind of goes over everything. The transmitter, just what everything does on the transmitter. I really like this type of diagram here because it goes over, you know, it tells you what each button does, and then so it makes it simple to kind of get flying right out of the box. So that's good. Uses four AAA batteries on the transmitter. So you put those in. So pretty good. Pretty cool. Just to put the propellers on, you always want to make sure that you put the propeller on the right place. This propeller has a little A on here, and as you can probably see here, this is a B and this is an A. And basically, what you always have to make sure is that the A propeller, if this is going to be a B propeller, then this right here has to be a B propeller as well. They have to be crossed. I'm going to take this little covering off. You have to take the covering off. Don't try to stick the propeller on there with the covering. And I'm going to get a B propeller. This one's a B propeller here. Has a little marking right there on the side. And put it on there. Alright guys, and when you're putting your prop on, just one thing here is, you know, I got the B propeller. They tell you in the instructions that the black screw, they have like this little black screw, goes to the A propellers, and the silver screw goes to the B propellers. So if I'm putting on the B propeller, I need to put on the silver screw here on the top. You want to make sure that that the prop sits pretty much flush there with that little plastic with the white piece. Because I was noticing earlier I was putting it on the wrong way, and it wasn't coming down all the way, so that will make a difference there. Okay, all right, I'm gonna try this 32. This is a 32 gigabyte SD card here that I'm gonna insert and see how it works. So the way to do it is you just get it in there, and then it just kind of pops in there like that. And it has a little diagram. If you don't know how to put it in, it has a little diagram here in the back. It'll show you how to put it in. So it's in there. To arm the motors, your sticks are gonna go to the lower ends, corners here, like that. And then to disarm, to turn the motors off, you're gonna do the same thing. So let's move the stuff out of the way here, and we'll just go for a quick flight and see how it works.